Hi, we are gradually trying to get back to opening things up, but many things are still safer by trying to do it online. Well, that is the case as we approach a historic day, as the Juneteenth will be a virtual celebration this time at the Jepson. Friday marks an important date in American history. It's been 155 years since the official end of slavery in the entire U.S.
In these times, I think that it's important to remember freedom, is what Juneteenth celebrates, and also to remember it here in the city of Savannah.
As the Mark Gilbert Civil Rights Museum director, Vaughnette likes to point out the role Savannah played and the city's history at the end of slavery here. That came in December of 1864 at the end of Sherman's march to the sea and Savannah. Then 20 black ministers met with Sherman and other officers at the Green Meldrim House, an important time when the Field Order number 15 was issued, now known by a different name.
Also called 40 Acres and a Mule. And the 40 Acres and a Mule piece of it came out of a speech that was delivered at the Second African Baptist Church in February of 1865. And that speech was delivered by General Saxon, who had been appointed by Sherman as the inspector of plantations. In that speech, he actually advised these African people of how much land 40 acres would be. He told them if they took 400 steps in one direction and 400 steps in another direction, they'd have their 40 acres. And I love that line because he also adds, and make sure you take long strides.
Now Goode-Walker will be part of a virtual lecture of the Telfair Museum, trying to keep the history of Juneteenth alive and the importance of it locally, saying this isn't just black history, it's American history.
It's not just the people in Savannah. It's Savannah's history. And I think it's more important for young people to know this history. It's really amazing because here we are, 150 plus years later, almost back at the same point again, of redefining our position in America. Everybody. And so it's important that we know this history, that we know the organization of what was happening after the American Civil War. We know the organization of what happened after 1965. From 1865 to 1965, the changes that were made here in this country. That's American history.
So maybe Mark Twain may have said it best. History doesn't repeat itself, but it often rhymes. You can sign up for the Juneteenth celebration and lecture online at the Telfair Museum's website or on Facebook. The free lecture begins at 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, Thursday. Now, Dr. Alvin Jackson is the main lecturer. The Jepson Center will also offer free admission for families July 17th to July 19th.